with the Denver Broncos. Kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money.
Check.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down.
Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Locke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
That wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke under pressure, and they got to him again. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Back to throw. Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Block now to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And again, it's Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't pick the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On play action, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And now this is going to depend on the... And they say he's just short. On first down, it's Jones. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This is Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Running right through him. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Locke now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark, his second sack of the night. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke, gotta have this one. And this one is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara from 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Shotgun snap to Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Locke trying again after the pick-6. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ain't doing nothing.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 82 yards. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flush to his right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and goal, Rodgers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw it is Locke. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to let it fly. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Rodgers throwing here. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 28-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. There's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers looking to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Chubb again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on the opening drive. It's a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 43. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Get 300. Get 300. I know he ain't got it. Watch safety grip. Safety's gripping.
To throw is Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb will get the call, running left. Powers through him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Bulldozes past him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Pushes him over. A big hole right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We play to win. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. A give running right is Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers to throw once more. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tenyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field for the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Leemo and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon.
Well, he certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's great. He's checking great.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Rodgers again now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I like watching the wide receivers. Because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Handoff comes to Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 46 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. To throw, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Mayfield hitting David Njoku on the touchdown pass. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Crosby is good. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mayfield to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. About ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Nice pick, nice pick.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Drew Lock gives way to Brandon McManus. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw it is Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On third down, it's Gordon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And it's complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a second down. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with It's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, Locke. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Rodgers now on first down. This complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephen Weatherly just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Rodgers going to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And Crosby puts it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And Luck throws another one. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams pay.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Locke will try to sneak, and he stopped immediately there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Block's going to sneak it, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Block will try to sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And some space here. Touchdown, Packers!
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? And got his man, complete, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 85 yards.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Forced out to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Lock now on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final try for Lock. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big offensive explosion leading him to victory. And the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.